quick overview of the Millermatic 215, which I've owned for the last 6 years with no issues at all. I beat the snot out of this thing. I took it out in the field and dragged it up and down stairs, took it up man lifts, and did all kinds of crazy things with it. And it's a little banged up and used and abused, but it still works good. I mainly use the MIG because it is a multi-process machine where you can do stick or TIG with it. It has an auto set feature. I run with the MIG. I run 035 hardwire with 2575 gas mixture, and it works good. I prefer running 045, but I can't run this 045 in this machine. I have a suitcase on my Trailblazer where I can run 045, so that's fine. Yeah, so it has these auto features where you can run 3/8 material all the way down to 22 gauge. So I never go that low, but yeah, it's a nice feature to have. You can run flux core, stainless, aluminum spool gun off this little machine. I mean, this thing really does it all. I mean, I had no need or desire to use any other machines. I'm sure Lincoln, I hear good things about Lincoln. I hear Harbor Freight's got good machines that they've recently been making. I don't know anything about them, but I've just always learned, and places I worked, they always used Miller, and they always seemed like good machines, so that's what I kind of stuck with. So yeah, I really like this machine, and now I'm gonna demonstrate welding some 3/8 material and some 1/4 inch material with the MIG, and then also probably later on in the year or early next year I'm gonna do some stuff with the TIG on here. I'm not very good at TIG. I know how to TIG. I can get by with TIG. Am I any good at it? No, but that's perfectly fine because I don't get that many TIG jobs. So the stick welding portion of it, I've used it before, but with the ease and convenience of the MIG welding, I use it for MIG welding. The only stick welding I really do is when I got the Trailblazer out in the field. Is the only time I really do stick weld, when I'm doing structural or installs or repairs and stuff like that. I do have a suitcase welder that has 045 hardwire. I don't have any flux core at the moment, so the suitcase is super nice. It's fast and quick. It's a lot quicker than using the stick. But yeah, so back to this. You can get 10-pound spools for it. I get the smaller 80 bottles, and I have a few of them. I have like 5 of them actually. I have 3 for my regular MIG. I have 1 for TIG, and then 1 for stainless with the MIG, because you can just switch over your wire and switch the gas over and run the stainless. You could actually run the stainless with the 2575. It's just the welds don't come out as nice if you have the I forget what the exact gas is, but it's for stainless. So yeah, and I've used, oh no, yeah, you can put a spool gun on this. I haven't used a spool gun on this. I use the spool gun on my Trailblazer. It's because it has a connection on there. But yeah, this is basically my little shop welder, and I've done hundreds of rails with it, little projects, made hundreds of sculptures, art sculptures, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just working out of my garage here. So yeah, I'll give you guys some shots of the machine up close. Yeah, so I would recommend this if somebody's looking for a multi-purpose machine. I don't know how much they cost nowadays. Like I said, I got this thing like 6 years ago. It's a little dinged up here and there. Here's my 2517 bow or 2575 bow that I run. I always keep extra wire. This is stainless steel wire. This is just extra hard wire. I got another thing of wire here. Spool inside's looking pretty good. I do like to run oiler on here on my MIG wire. It's like this little thing, you put some oil on there, keeps the wire, because I run a longer whip. It helps to keep the things clean. It's because it's pretty dusty in here. It's because I work in a little shop. Yeah, I haven't had any issues with this at all, besides having to get a new whip. Oh, and then it has this chart here that, if you don't, it tells you what your polarity, changing your polarity and stuff for when you're using direct current, electropositive for solid wire, and then negative for your flux core wire. And then it has like your recommended settings and stuff, which I don't really use this stuff because I like to use my own welding parameters to get my welds to come out nice, you know. So yeah, and then this cart that I have it on, I got at Harbor Freight. It's been a pretty good cart. I mean, it don't fit it exactly, but it gets the job done. The welder is, you know, I drag this thing around everywhere. It's a lot more convenient than taking the, if I can get away with welding with 110, it's a lot more convenient than loading that thing up, the Trailblazer. But yeah, the Millermatic 215, I would recommend it. Oh, and another thing I like about this, I don't know, I like the way this is. I have a Bernard gun that, I mean, it's a lot more heavy duty, but it's like, I feel like it's overkill, and I get good gas flow with this setup, so I like this. You can get the consumables pretty cheap on Amazon if you buy like the third-party stuff or whatever. Not the Miller stuff. The Miller stuff's kind of expensive, even though it is nicer. But yeah, I do like this style of gun. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate the auto set on here. I'm gonna do the thickest material, it's like 3/8. So just you got your material thickness, your rod and wire. So I got the wire set at 035, and I got the material thickness set at 3/8. And then whenever I use, I like to use my own settings. I don't really use this auto stuff that much, but when I do use it, I feel like it's just a little heavy on the wire, so I like to back that off a bit. Yeah, at least 10 should be good. Yeah, I don't like running a lot that much wire. So I have a couple pieces set up here. This is a 1/4 inch. This is 3/8. I think, yeah, that's 3/8. I like using nozzle dip. Also like using anti-spatter spray. Not too bad. It's on the auto settings. 3/8 thick material running on 220. All right, now I'll switch it over to quarter inch at 21 volts and 320 wire speed. It's not too bad. It's on the auto settings. I like running on my own settings. I can get the weld to come out to look better. That one looks a lot nicer. But like I said, that's the auto settings. I'm not a big fan of them. I always run on my own settings. But yeah, for how low this machine is and how powerful it is, and for how the size of it is, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's the 1/4 inch. Not too shabby. It's the 3/8. This is on the auto settings, which I'm not a big fan of, but it gets the job done. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. If you buy the TIG set, I don't know, I bought this stuff a long time ago. It might be different, but this is what I bought the kit. It came with the TIG. And as you can tell by my tungsten, that I'm not very good. But yeah. Yeah, it's a little TIG kit. And it's crazy this thing could do TIG too. It comes with this pedal, which I'm not a big fan of because it's just, it's like you're either doing nothing or you're full bore. So I don't know if you can upgrade this or not, but I'm not a big fan of this foot pedal. Yeah, that's the TIG part. And then it comes with an extra regulator too, so you'll have your TIG gas set up and your MIG gas set up without having to switch that stuff around. And then it comes with a electrode holder, which it's nice. And it's like 10 foot long or something. Overall, if I had to, this thing broke today, would I go out and buy this thing tomorrow? I don't know, it probably depends on what they cost. It's been so long since I looked at the prices of things. I probably would. Because the only other machine that I thought of getting was the Miller 252. It's just a dedicated MIG welding machine, but I get by just fine with this. I do like welding with 045. I prefer it over the 035, definitely. But yeah, this has been a good little machine. I would recommend it, especially if it's somebody that wants to learn all three processes, or somebody that wants to be versatile where they can stick weld, they can MIG weld, they can you can hook a spool gun up to this and do aluminum welding with it, and you can TIG weld with it, flux core, stainless MIG, really easy to operate, set up and everything. Yeah, I've had zero issues with this, and I would recommend it to people. And so if you guys want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. And I'm probably going to do another video with the TIG welding and maybe the stick welding, I'm not sure. I definitely want to do a video about the Trailblazer and the suitcase, and a video about that Ellis saw back there that is awesome. And maybe I'll do a shop tour, I'm not sure. Well, of course I'll do a shop tour too. But yeah, please like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and if you want to see like the inner workings of a one-man shop, home shop type vibe, you know, it's what this channel is going to be about. So thanks again for watching, and see you next time.